Serawi leads me deep into the Uedora woodland. Beams of sunlight come down through the trees and shimmer on the moss covering the ground. The forest here is completely silent. Normally, it'd be scary here, but strangely, I don't feel afraid at all. Maybe it's because I'm with an elf like Serawi. I don't think that's all though. Coming to this forest makes me happy. Serawi raises her head and gazes up at the trees. She loses herself in the view above us. Do you have fond memories of here? I suppose. I'm not sure if that's it, but this is my favorite forest. We continue to walk through it, just the two of us. Bird songs mix with the wind, and sometimes we can hear a howl far off in the distance. There are all kinds of living creatures all around us, but at the same time, it's completely calm here. The forest here really is beautiful. You may be the first human to ever come here. Am I really allowed to set foot into such an important forest? Do not worry about that. The forest will not reject anybody. But it's better not to intrude too much, right? If you know how to live with a forest, it isn't dangerous at all. Well, I'm okay because you're with me. So, you said it makes you happy. Did something happen here? Is there a reason you come here? That's... It's still a secret. She laughs in an unusually mischievous way again. She still seems to be in a really good mood. It's rare to see her like this, but it's also refreshing. She looks just as beautiful now as she always does. Her eyes meet mine, and I look away from her with a blush. Come on, let's go a little further. Serawi happily continues on, and I chase after her. Oh, Will, look there. A fawn. He looks like he lost his parents. It looks exhausted. Is it going to be okay? Serawi's look darkens as she stares at it. He's hurt. Let's take care of him. His parents are probably still nearby. Let's take him to them. Oh no, an escort mission. It's actually a bit spooky considering that these are fairly super strong enemies, but should be fine. We're super strong too. And yeah, we're kinda stuck with just these two. Apparently this is a revisitable map though, so not sure I'll have time to search with just Will, but might be other stuff hidden here. Oh. Oh yeah, fair. Didn't consider that. Okay. Well, let's try a different bow, shall we? Where are you? Oh yeah, this is also the melee bow, right? Perfect.
ディジェネール地方に近い森ですので、稀に魔物が流れてくることがあるんです。
This part of the forest is near to Geno. Monsters occasionally wander in here. Maybe the fawn lost its parents when something attacked. That means that they might have been...
早く見つけましょう。
Let us find them quickly. Oh, you're saying that? I'm supposed to be near me. So can't he's also... for... Oh, now I think these... Guess what? Well, fuck this guy. Soon he goes, right? Oh, there's your farm. It's cool. Probably that how he does. He so... Hello? Where's that? Hey, I got order. See you. Flip out. Sure. Shit is really some. I'll cover the time of one. Sweet listen. You see both said you. Oh, that's... You're gonna eat. Rip there. Thanks. Jason. You're gonna visit. That one. Slowing after that. Those feds continues. Grabbing. See that. Yes. I can compare that to the other one. Too. I think that's all that. Mark's also. Starting on. Oh, God. Go on. Go. Serawi urges the fawn back to its parents with a radiant smile. It runs to its mother, and they rub their heads against each other in greeting. I'm glad we made it in time. We should be going now too. Serawi slowly backs away from them, and we leave the area. I guess we did do everything since we got all the cards. Of course, we can't get 100% control because of the deer, but hardly need much money at this point, so... We go back to peacefully walking through the forest again after rescuing the fawn. Serawi's smile has returned too. It's not my imagination. She's completely relaxed, and almost giggling to herself. Nothing like the elves I imagined. I thought elves never laughed. Huh? Really? Well, perhaps you may be right. I know that I am particularly expressive for an elf. If all the elves were cheerful and open like you, I think it'd be easier for humans to get along with them. Perhaps, but the reason I can smile so happily is because of you. The first time I came to Yuidora, even though I wanted humans and elves to coexist, I still had my doubts. I thought to myself that it might be impossible, and felt defeated before I even started. But as I worked with you, I began to feel like it really could be done. Believing in yourself and knowing that you can accomplish it if you work hard. You taught me that. I just did what I could at the time. I scratched my head to try to hide my embarrassment. I am truly fortunate that I was able to meet you. Me too. I'm glad I got to meet you. If I hadn't, I might have stayed in ignorance about elves forever. It's not just elves. I've learned a lot and gotten to know a lot of races, and resolve the misunderstandings between us. That's why I want to learn more about elves, and I want them to learn more about humans. Yes, I hope we can both learn to understand each other, and the day will come when we can live together. Yeah. It's thanks to you that I can think like that. A demure blush tinges her cheeks. She's an elf, and that's a completely human reaction. However, it's still not quite the same as usual. It has a particularly mysterious feeling to it. Oh, I double-clicked. She still looks beautiful, though. Can I ask if there's a reason you wanted to show me this forest?
いえ、ただこの森を一緒に歩きたかったんです。私が好きなこの森をあなたと一緒に。
No, I just wanted to walk with you here. I love this forest. So with you. I look around us again. You love here. It is a really nice place. It really calms your mind. I'm sure this beauty's existed since before I was born.
森の木々や動物は生まれ変わりますが、この森の美しさは変わりません。100年前も今も、そして100年後も。
The trees and the animals may change, but the forest's beauty does not. 100 years ago, and 100 years from now. 100 years. I bet she'll be as beautiful then as she is today. I doubt that aura of mystery and elegance she always carries with her will ever change. I wish I could see her through all those years.
私はずっとこの森を眺めていたい。そしてこの森の美しさをユイドラの人たちにも知ってほしい。それが私の願いでもあります。
I wish I could look at this forest forever. I also wish the people of Uedora could know this forest's beauty. I wish I could look at it forever too. With you. Huh?
そうですね。私もあなたと一緒に見ていたいです。ずっと一緒に。
That's right. I'd like to look at it with you. Always together. Serawi smiles.
一緒に来られてよかったです。私の気持ちの整理もできた気がします。
I'm glad you came with me. I think I could sort out my feelings. Yeah, I feel the same way. I think I've completely fallen in love with her. Looking at this forest makes me think about all the time that I want to spend with her. If it's okay, can just the two of us come here again sometime?
ええ、もちろんです。
Yes, of course. We peacefully walk through the forest a while longer, before we go home. Yuella barges in, and then stares at me without saying anything. No, she's glaring. What is it? Please tell me if you have something to say. Yuella lets out a small sigh, and then reluctantly begins.
お前、セラウィのことをどう思っているのだ?
What do you think about Serawi? Huh? What? I'm confused, and don't know how to answer her. Her eyes suddenly gleam. In an instant, she has me on the ground, and her sword is right in front of my eyes. Hey, I didn't do anything.
お前を見ているとイラッとすることがある。男ならはっきりしろ。わかったな。
I will be watching what you do. If you are a man, then be clear. Understand? Yes. I nod quickly, still not really understanding what she means. Okay. More new. More new. Serawi comes to my workshop. She said she had something important to talk about, so we go up to my room. She comes in looking restless. That's not like her at all. I can feel the tension in the air, too. What could she want to talk to me about that's so important? My heart is pounding in nervousness and anticipation.
なんだか緊張しますね。
This is quite tense. Yeah. So what did you want to talk to me about?
ウィルにきちんとお礼を言っておきたいと思って。
I wanted to properly thank you. Thank me?
前に森にいた時にお話ししましたよね。ウィルと会って可能性を見出せたという話を。
I told you before when we went to the forest. I met you, and you showed me what was possible. That humans can get along with elves.
ええ。私はずっと迷ってばかりでした。
Yes, I had been unsure for a long time. It never looked like that to me. You know more than me, and always knew exactly what to do.
そう見えるとしたら、それは多分生きてきた経験の差と、私がエルフだからです。
If it seems so to you, perhaps it is because of my experience, or perhaps because I am an elf.
その一方で、私はどこかで凝り固まった考えを持っていたんだと思います。
On the other hand, I believe that my thinking has been somewhat rigid.
前にもお話ししましたが、共存なんて無理だろうってどこかで諦めて、ただ悩んでいるだけだった。
As I told you, I was worried that living together might be impossible.
長く続いてきたものは変わらないものだと思っていました。
I thought that for a long time, without ever changing.
それはエルフとしての考え方なんです。私はエルフとしては少し異端ですが、やはりどうしようもなくエルフだったんです。
And that's how elves think. And even though I did not agree with it, at heart, I was still an elf.
でもウィルに会ってその迷いが吹っ切れた感じがします。
But when I met you, my doubt began to fade. As she continues, her voice begins to rise slightly in excitement.
私は前よりももっと人間に興味を持つようになったし、それ以外のことももっと知りたいと思うようになりました。
I came to be more interested in humans than before, and I wanted to learn even more.
それを理解し、今こうして前に進んでいけるのは、すべてウィルのおかげです。
It is all thanks to you that I can understand what I do today. No, it's because you worked hard. I'm happy to hear you say that about me, though.
でも、私は本当にそう思ってます。
But it's how I truly feel. Thank you, although that does make me blush a little. It's awkward getting complimented so directly. I scratch my head and look away from her. She happily laughs, seeing me squirm. She takes a deep breath, and then continues.
エルフと人間が互いのことを知り、理解し合うように、二人で目指したいと話しましたよね。
Elves and humans must share their desires in order to learn and understand each other. Yeah.
ならばまず、二人がもっと互いを理解し合うのは、未来にとっても素晴らしいことだと思いませんか？
Then the first two to understand more about each other are a wonderful sign for the future. Yeah, of course. I want to learn more about you and elves too. It's not just curiosity about what I can learn from her anymore. It's not that at all. I want to learn more because it's Serawi.
私はもっと人間のことを知りたいし、それと同時にもっとウィルのことを知りたいとも思っています。
I want to learn more about humans, and at the same time, I want to learn more about you. I want to learn too. Please, talk to me about anything.
ですから。
Then... Serawi's really nervous, and hesitates to say anything. When she looks into my eyes, my heart races, and it's impossible for me to say anything either. The silence between us makes us both nervous. So, talking.
そうですね。ですから、その。
That's right. So, yeah. I can't stand it anymore, and look up at the ceiling to try to calm down. Serawi suddenly begins to laugh, but it's clearly at both of us.
ごめんなさい。ダメですね。どうもやはり私はどうしようもなくエルフなのかもしれません。
I'm sorry. This isn't working. I think I still cannot help myself as an elf.
エルフというのはこういう時、自分の気持ちを説明しようとしてしまうんですよね。
Elves have their own way of expressing their feelings during these kinds of times. I see. Well, you are an elf.
でも、それでは人間であるウィルには伝わりませんよね。人間なら、こういう時はどうするんでしょうか。
But they might not reach a human like you. What do humans do at these times? Well, I guess... I feel even more awkward all of a sudden. Is she trying to say what I think she is? Does she feel the same way that I do? But if I'm wrong, I wouldn't be able to show my face around her. She must have sensed my confusion, because she reaches out and puts her hands on my blushing cheeks. And then she wraps her arms around me. She pulls me against her voluptuous breasts, letting the warmth of her skin wash over me. Serawi.
これでどうでしょうか。
How is this? How? You're...
私の気持ちです。これでは伝わりませんか？
This is how I feel. Can you understand it? That's not... This was far outside my expectations, and is just sending me into more of an awkward panic. Yeah, I understand how you feel. More than enough. My face feels like it's on fire from embarrassment. I just need her to let go for a moment, so I can calm back down. Her body is so warm and soft. When she holds me close like this, it's impossible for me to think straight. My head feels like it's completely mixed up right now. But she just holds me tighter against her chest.
誤解しないでください。ただのシャイや親しみという意味ではありません。
Please do not misunderstand. This is not simply gratitude nor appreciation.
これは私の個人的で、そしてかけがえのない気持ちを表したものです。
This is from just me, an expression of feelings I cannot deny.
すみません。また私は説明しようとしてしまいました。つまり私は
I'm sorry. Let me try to explain it again. In other words, It's okay. I understand.
いえ、言わせてください。
No. Please let me say it. Serawi looks me straight in the eyes. She takes a deep breath, and then slowly opens her enchanting lips.
私はウィルのことが好きです。
I love you. Her cheeks immediately flush pink. Since she's holding me so close, I can feel the warmth of her blush through her skin.
この好きというのは友達や仲間としてという意味ではなく、もっと深く個人的なもので。
And this love isn't as a friend or a companion, but much deeper and more personal. It's okay. I know. I swallow and steel myself. I can't turn back now. I make up my mind and look back into her eyes. I love you too, Serawi. Of course, not just as your friend or companion. More than that.
ありがとうございます。やっぱり言葉にしてもらえるととても嬉しいです。
Ah, thank you. Putting it into words is indeed a joyous thing. She hugs me tight again, swept up in emotion.
こういう時、人間ならばどうするんですか？
What do humans do at times like this? I haven't really done this before.
お互いにもっと知るべきでしょうか。
Shall we learn more deeply about each other? My heart jumps thinking about the meaning behind her words.
私はもっとウィルのことを知りたいと思ってます。ウィルはどうですか？
I want to experience more of you, Will. What about you? I want that too. And I want you to know more of me.
では、私のことをもっと知ってください。そして、あなたのことをもっと教えてください。
And then please experience more of me. And please show me more of yourself. She holds me in her arms without a trace of hesitation. I return her embrace, letting our warmth flow between the two of us. I lift Serawi into my arms and lay her down on the bed, and then steel my mind and take my clothes off.